looks like I'm live. Alright, looks like I'm good. Audio is coming through. I really should have that on a channel that doesn't show up on the desk or in the stream, but, you know, that requires quality. Anyways, hello, everyone, or no one, or just Saint. Welcome to Idols of Ash. I have no idea what this game is other than climbing. It's a climbing game. Gee, oh god, what? It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Windows. Can I? Windows. Hang on. Horrible things are occurring. Don't worry about it. Yes, this is the game with the giant centipede. Monster bioluminosity, maybe. I won't be able to stick around for the whole stream. That sucks, but thank you for showing up anyways to torture me at least somewhat, Toasty. Let us begin. I don't want to do this. Not because I'm afraid. Oh god, the lag. What is happening? Oh god. We're good? Nope. I don't know what's wrong with my mouse, but every game, every game, the mouse sensitivity is way too low. Yes, the reason I am not excited for this is not because I'm terrified of big scary centipede. It is because I have played numerous climbing games at this point, and all of them are torture on my soul. A long journey, a sleepless night. All that matters now is finding it, and seeing her. Simp. Let's leave. I see no reason to continue to be here, so we shall... Eat. I can make that. Oh, I could totally make that. How do I, climb up rope? Oh, we're getting out. We're free. We're free. Freedom. Ah! Nerds! Oh, wait. There is nothing left for me out there anymore. Yes, there is. There's plenty. Fine. Fine. This won't kill me. Ah! It's fine. I don't seem to heal. It's probably fine. Am I outrageously loud right now? I can't tell. It might be fine. But yes, this is another... Okay. This is another of the various hole games I have played. And there it is right there. My hole. It was made for me. Little wide. Could have been a bit more snug, but still probably made for me. I just need to get to the bottom of this place. Alright. Okay, well, I was hoping you'd kind of like climb, swing down. Like this. Oh my god. I have an amazing skeleton. My brain cerebrospinal fluid is so good at absorbing shocks. I just need to get... Okay, no, apparently nothing. I was technically supposed to miss this stream, but there's a cyclone where my plane was supposed to land, so I'm here now. Oh, that's not good. Ooh. Oh, I'm good. I am totally fine. I was going to be playing something completely different today as well. But then I realized it was a bigger download than I was expecting, and I don't really have the, memory for that at the moment. This is normal. Let's try that again. Perfect. Whee! Ah! 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 I'm okay. I didn't need those bones. I don't even know which ones I broke, but I probably didn't need them. I don't seem to heal. I also seem to be slightly loud. Or the game does, maybe. I don't know. Ooh, ethereal plants. That's... normal. I will not breathe in the ashes. Please. I already seem to be hallucinating as it is. It's very lovely. I like the aesthetic. Alright, let's do some drugs in the desert. You breathe in the ancient ashes. The musty scent of stale air is replaced with pine and morning dew. You can almost see the faint outline of your village stirring awake. You remember, it was the day you left for this place. You don't want to remember this. It serves no purpose to you now. These ashes will remember you. Oh, was that a save point? But, where do I go now? Ah, hole. My bones are in less than optimal condition. But that's probably not much of a problem. How do I... That's a slope, right? That looks slopey. Oh god. I'm alive. How? Also, let me know if the game is extremely loud, because it looks like it is. Ooh. A latent ember has rekindled some vitality. I healed. Good. I don't like that the... No, I don't like paths. Prefer if you didn't give me a choice. Oh. Ah. Ooh, okay, I'm getting the hang of these mechanics. They're kind of cool. And slide down to glory. I don't like this. I swear I just heard something. Something creepy and crawly. I can't... Oh, I can gain more rope. Okay, I see. Ow, my ears. Will this kill me? Surely not. Ah. That's a bad sound. Ow. Uh-oh. That's very bad. Interesting. Okay. Let us try that again. With less splattering of skeleton and bone all over the pavement. I definitely heard the sounds of a critter moving about. For no particular reason, let's try a different path. Jesus Christ, okay. Calm down. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh! Grab anything! So that's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be one of those games. Good, good. This is very good. Are you seeing that right in the middle of the screen? Why does that look like it's shrinking as I grow closer? Weird. Anyways, yes, I've played a fair number of hole-related games. My favorite of all of them being Agujiro. That was the best. It was the most unhinged game I have ever played, and it was perfect. I wish that all games could be that good. Oop. Nope. Ow, why? I was fine. I hear a critter. Oh god, what is that? Oh, hi! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh! That's fine. I didn't need those bones. Those were superfluous bones. Ooh, I need to get over there. Ooh. We win these. Oh, it's coming. The thing is, you're already dying without the giant centipede. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I've noticed. I'm not good at these kinds of games. You see Praxthos. His kind and sun-withered smile is gone, replaced with a solemn line. Is there nothing we can do to change your mind? He places a hand on your shoulder, and you shrug it off. Guilt fills your stomach. You don't want to remember this. It serves no purpose to you now. It kind of does. This is what caused my whole journey in the first place. This is very relevant. My organs are... They could be better. I've had better organs. I've had worse organs. Okay. Were you here for Lorne's Lure, Saint? That one, was damaging to my soul. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, I only joined the first step of... Oh, right, yeah. Okay. That was loud. We win these. We win these! Momentum doesn't do shit to me. Yeah, Lorne's Lure was one that was far less forgiving than this game was. Ooh, I want that fire in my soul so that I can live. Ooh. Oh. Come on, climb up faster. Climb up faster. The bug waits for no one. I don't know where the bug is right now, and that concerns me. So it's probably near. Oh, it's near. It is quite near. Like, the problem with Lorne's Lure that this game actually doesn't seem to have is that it really wanted you to go a specific way. Well, oh! I think I may have ripped my arm out of its socket. That's fine. I didn't need it. Oh! Uh-oh. 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 Oh! This is why I don't play climbing games. I have to be up and bright and early. And put up a fence on one of the gardening positions. Oh, nice. I have to be awake at a not early, at a reasonable well, kind of early for me, at a reasonable time to stock 1,000,000 jugs of oil. Uh-oh. 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 One day I'll figure out how far that hook goes. Not today, though. Can you swing a bit? Thank you. I'm wondering if I should even bother with the health. I mean, admittedly, if I take one wrong step, I die. So I probably should. Okay. Okay. Bug. No sign of the bug. I like how the bug isn't acknowledged at all. It's just, oh, by the way, there's a big... There's a big centipede here that wants to eat your bones. Oh, he's close. He's way closer than I thought he was. Okay, we're good. Ooh. Okay, we can probably just descend like a normal human at the moment. As if anything about this is normal. Oh, I really want... I can make that. I can't make that. I'm not going back. Okay, we're on this side now. Did I ever finish my thoughts about Lorne's Lure? The problem with that game was it really looked like it was kind of a free climbing thing like this, but then it wasn't. It's like it punished the hell out of you if you went even the slightly wrong way, and it punished you worse if you went the right way. How? How and why? Oh, that's a floor. That's not nearly as bad as it looked. I can make that. I don't have health, but that is fine because I am... Wait. Okay, I thought that was going to kill me. Okay. We're doing good. You breathe in the ancient ashes. Also, I just want to say that this game is supposedly only about half an hour, not including the numerous deaths that I'm about to experience, rather. So this might turn into an not an animation, but a modeling stream or something afterwards. Or a drawing stream, who knows? I haven't done that in a while. You see the shape of her. It is strong, hale. Hale? Beautiful, but distant. You remember this moment. She waited for months for your return. For you to return. Every step you had ever taken was a step towards her. Seeing her distant shape is unbearable now. It's too far. You don't want to remember her like this. Cool. Well... Oh, hi. Hello. Okay, goodbye. Now that giant glowing ember of flame... There it is. Looks very promising. Or very lethal. It looks brighter than the other ones, so I'm thinking that it's maybe good for me if I consumed it. That is a hole. That is a hole and a half. You are nothing. You are nothing. I thought you were health. You were just here to tell me where to go. Well, that's less than ideal. White Knuckle was good. As a climbing... As far as climbing games go, White Knuckle was really good. The climbing methods were really weird and not... I mean, they were intuitive. The biggest problem I found with it, was the realization... I think it was from watching Markiplier play it, and not use a single item because he didn't realize he had an inventory, and he was doing really good. It was that made me realize that the items were actually a hindrance more than a help, so it's like, oh. I feel like I should maybe be using them less, and that's why I'm struggling so much, and it turned out that was exactly the case. The items only made it worse. Wow, that is an abyss. Oh, no, no, extend. Okay. I can't help but feel like I went a wrong way. Oh, grab. Oh my god, I got it. Okay, health, please be health. Hey man, my weird little cocoon buddy. I'm gonna say not down the shadow void, but instead inside there is nothing. Okay, there is something in here. Whee! Okay. You know, I have no idea where my buddy is, but he's taking his sweet time. Like, I'm descending rapidly into the abyss. Ooh, glowy. I have picked a... Whoa! Oh. Yes, so far the only threat you've faced so far has been your depth of perception. It's not my depth perception, it's my overconfidence. It is entirely, like, I can tell how far that thing is, usually. The problem is more the assumption that I can make that. I suffer from two major character faults. Lack of confidence where I should be confident, and overconfidence where I shouldn't be. Those are my biggest issues, I believe. Like, in things that I am absolutely certain I know what I'm doing, I will be hesitant, but in things that I have no clue what I'm doing, I'm gonna just fuck it, we ball. This might be a prediction, but I think it would be great if the centipede produced light. I don't know if it does that. However, I could turn on... You know what? Hang on. Let's turn on monster bioluminescence. Maybe that'll help me figure out where it is. Oh god, the camera died again. What? Hang on a second. Why does this keep happening? Hang on. Okay, am I back? Or some... Ah, there we go. Okay, we might be back. I don't think you were there last time, Saint. But my camera started doing that, where it's like, it just stops recording. Or it kind of crashed. I don't think I had that much momentum. Where am I? Wait, where am... Was this here this whole time? Oh. There he is. Just a faint green glow up there. Yeah, apparently my avatar is not having a happy time. I don't know where I am. I feel I went in a slightly different direction and now I'm lost forever. Uh-oh, okay. We're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Everything is good. Well, I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but I feel like it shouldn't have happened that way. Okay. Can I save again so that it... I don't like how much that cloud looks like a face. Okay. You see the shape? Okay, yeah, it's the same one as last time. Hopefully now it saves me with the health that I gained, so I don't have to do that again. I do like the mechanics of this. Like, the physics feels... Like, I don't have any issues with the physics or, that sort of thing like I did in Lorne's Lure. That one was really, like, you go a micrometer per hour faster than it thinks you should be to survive, and it will kill you instantly. This at least gives you health. That one, it was just a fail, or it was just a live or die. And I kind of thought that was a bit stupid. It's like, look, I could recover from that. I wouldn't break my entire skeleton that easily, and I'm not even a robot. Am I a robot? Usually it's robots that are the ones who are obsessed with the holes. Okay. So it kind of feels like, I'm going to assume I'm a robot. Just because it's what I think is right. Whee! Still no sign of my bug buddy. Oh god, I thought I was going into the hole. Oh god! I lived! I lived? Oh god. Okay, I got this. We got these. We win these. Really? 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 Yeah, YouTube does that a lot, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's all... Apparently I got quite a bit of momentum on that one. Oop. Oh! Oh my god, can I cheat this? Why my girl? I disagree with that statement. Oh. Oh, you mean my character? Dude. There we go. I am cheating so hard. And my bug buddy is nowhere to be seen. And I will cheat again. Ow. That's fine. Oh god, oh god! Oh god. I love losing all of the health I meticulously gain. Instantly. Okay, speaking of which... Okay. Well, that really should have caught on something, I'm fairly certain. Alright, cheating again. Bug still nowhere in sight. Did the bug leave? Oh, no, there he is. He'll be here eventually. And cheating. Now I have more health to lose. Whee! I feel like I'm not talking much here, but I really don't know what to say. I'm kind of just locking in because I don't want this to be another Lawrence Lure situation where it's just pain and agony all the way along from start to finish. That would be... I've often had the thought of... You could screw with people through trailers so like, you could make such deceptive gaming. Like, yeah, if there was a giant bug chasing you, but it's actually, like... disappears after, like, 5 feet. I hear... noises I don't like. But I've also thought, how great would it be to do that the opposite way? Like there, you know, kind of the joke is that Minecraft is a horror game because of like the cave noises and all that other stuff in it. But honestly, how funny would it be to make just a normal... Oh yeah, like with they switched out Snake for Raiden. How funny would it be to make like a survival crafting game or something like Minecraft that looks all friendly, like nothing particularly wrong with it or noteworthy, but it's just a secret horror game. And like, yeah, you know, 2 weeks into your survival adventure when you're having a great time, then the forced creatures just come out of nowhere to devour your soul. This is going to be a tricky one. Okay. Ooh, health. Okay. That was a bit further of a jump than I thought it was. A bug hug. Giant bug was chasing us. No, Toasty, if a giant bug was chasing you, you would eat it. I know what you do. I know who you are as a person. This was a... This was not the way. I wonder how big this... Or how close my friend has got. Oh, I'm in a hole. Let's try here. This is better. Okay. Still no sign of the bug. No, The Forest is overtly a horror game. It obviously is. I'm talking like totally innocent looking, like there's nothing... I wouldn't even say it turns into like, oh, there's cannibals trying to eat you or something. I mean like... I don't even know... Oh, what? How? Why? What? I think he's getting close. How? What? What? Leap of faith! I believe! Uh-oh. I'm fine without that health. I'm good. Okay, then. Whoop. I would appreciate if you would grapple onto things faster. Ah. Every time. Right in the ears. I can't help but feel that this is the final gauntlet. Because... I feel like my objective is made clear. I am going into the void to seek a way of reanimating my... wife slash girlfriend slash sister slash just some girl I know from down the way. And that was supposed to be one of the ashes, except it's destroyed, so, like, this is the last thing. You just gotta make it down. Oh god! Ah! Oh, I'm fine. I did not panic. Oh, I am here again. Oh, seriously? I'm okay. I'm okay? Ow. Okay. So... Oh my god. Ah, here we go. Okay, I was just on the wrong side of things. Okay. Well, aren't you conveniently placed? Definitely hear it still, but I don't see the bug. Oh. I see the bug! That's fine. It's just my shoulder. Really? 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 Okay, I'm starting to... I'm starting to disagree with what this game considers lethal. Not even what it considers lethal, but there is something weird with the way the hook moves. Like, I feel like it doesn't quite move independently of me. Like, when I throw it, it's still sort of attached to my position. Because there's been a few times where I've thrown it and I've been absolutely certain of where it was going to land. And then it landed because it's like, oh yeah, it's going to land where I think it will relative to where I was when I threw the hook. But then it seems like it lands relative to where I currently am, not where it was thrown from, which is not how that should work, unless there is constant tension on the rope, and even then, it shouldn't move forward with me. Because that's not how rope do. Oh, this place again. Unless I can land on there. Which I can. We're good. Okay. We're doing good. Okay. No, wait, this is the hole. This is the hole where I need to go to the other side. Right? Yes? No? Where am I? I'm lost. I think I'm not nearly as low down as I thought it was. Never mind. Okay. That should have been a little bit further along, but that's totally fine. That's a bad choice. Ah, really? Okay, that's fine. It's not, but I'll accept that. No sign of the bug, which means it's either really far away or concerningly close. Okay, well, this isn't gonna... Can I... Ah, there we go. I like how the rope contorts to fit the, like, to match the wall. That's very cool. That is a good detail. Oh, I see a lot of bioluminescent sea coral, or whatever the hell this is. Could I please have a checkpoint? I do not want to do that climb again. It was kind of cringe. That's not quite what I was hoping. Man, he is far away. I think that bug has worse checkpoints than I do. okay. This shouldn't kill me. It didn't. Oh, that's a bad one. This one's good. Now that I've descended into it, I realize that this one... Oh, nope, this one is good. Okay, then. Yeah, see that? That right there. That was not the way that that should have been moving. That rope definitely moved with me rather than independently. Oh my god. Huh. I can make that. See, the thing I don't like about this... Really? Are you... Okay. Here's another complaint I'm just gonna have while I whinge. I don't like games like this, where they decide, okay, now for the hard part, you're not gonna have any checkpoints. Which means, if even one thing goes slightly wrong, not even related to skill, but just happenstance, or a misclick, or anything like that, yeah, you're just dead. How did that not kill me, but everything else did? Like I said, this... I'm okay with situations where I die from lack of skill. I don't like it when it's just like, oh, well, that was just a slight little tiny accident there. Game over. Go back 100 feet. Don't play Celeste then. Oh, I'm trying to remember which one that is. That name sounds familiar. Okay, is this a good way to go? We shall find out. Whoop. Yeah, how interesting, isn't it? How every single game that seems to have bullshit mechanics that are just like, oh, now you're dead because something completely beyond your control screwed you over. Interesting how they're all climbing games, isn't it? It's almost like that's a theme. Because Lauren's Lure, as I mentioned before, was notoriously horrible for that. It was just like I said, just the slightest hint of like, oh, you're going slightly too fast, which on this jump that you would, like, if this, oh god, I've been taking my time. Like, if you, hadn't, you know, I can't speak right now, hang on. Give me a moment to gain some distance. That's fine. Yeah, Lauren's Lure loved that, of like, your momentum is just slightly too fast. This jump was a quarter of a centimeter closer, you would have totally lived and been fine. But, unfortunately for you, get fucked and die. And then it made you do it under duress right at the end. God, I hated that. There's another game in the Lorne's Lure universe. It's a diving game. That's fine. It's just my shoulders. I didn't really need them that badly. I seem to have gotten lower somehow, and I don't know how I did that. If I had missed that landing, I would have probably rage quit. Did I mention my complaint? Not really a complaint, but actually, this is one of the things I do like about it, is that the centipede sound effects are suspiciously close to the sounds of just the rope creaking, so it's like you don't really know what's what until it's almost too late. That I kind of appreciate. I will complain about many things. Okay, then. I can't make that. Come on. That I can make. Centipede's far away. Okay. Okay. Jump, then throw. The jumping and throwing bit is kind of weird. It's not very consistent and not trustworthy. What? Okay, well, at least that one wasn't my fault. Okay, get to the ashes. Bug is coming. Get to the ashes. I don't care about looking around. I just want to make sure that the bug... Oh, that's a lot of graves. Who went all the way down here to bury some bodies? That seems stupid. I think I win. I don't feel like I'm winning. This feels very much not like winning, if you ask me. You breathe in the ancient ashes. It coats your throat and lungs. You fight the urge to cough and your eyes water. I live. I am slow. They warned you this place was filled with illusions. Did they mention the bug? Tricks of the mind, intangible and ruinous. Was the bug an illusion? They claimed all who come here meet the face of regret. That there was no greater folly than to lose your life for a memory. The shape of her manifests behind your eyes. Oh, hello. How are you? I don't trust you. You would happen to be some kind of ancient centipede goddess, would you? And all thoughts of regret or folly are silenced. And I'm dead. I like that. That was actually not bad. See, the benefit this game had, even though I was complaining about it a bit, the benefit it had was it didn't drag it out for 1,000 hours like some other games. Made by humans, okay. Yay! What is nightmare mode? It is faster and smarter, increased damage taken, kilns have been destroyed. Okay, so I really don't want to is the thing. What do you mean, how did they get shadows to work? You turn on shadows. Okay, I will say about some secret projects that I am working on and stuff. I have been testing some stuff out in Godot. Bribe him, Toast, I need to see this. See what... I mean, I could play... It's not going to be good. It's not going to be an enjoyable experience for anyone. But yeah, for lights, you have to turn on the shadows. They don't naturally produce them. Part of the reason I'm learning Godot at the moment is, okay, it just backs out if I stay there too long. I'm planning to update my model here, my little avatar. And the program I'm using, VC Face, isn't really the most ideal. I don't care if it's pronounced Godot, it's Godot. I pronounce things phonetically. And if it was meant to be spelled any other way, it would be. If Godot is French, then I am pronouncing it wrong on purpose. You're making me want to load up a Godot scene. I'm gonna try Nightmare a little bit. I will not promise that I will finish Nightmare. Oh. I just need to get to the bottom. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't think I finished what I was saying there. The reason I want to learn Godot in one case is because I think it has some face tracking features in it. And I think it would be possible to make a better thing for what I've got. Like my little avatar, make a new one, give it more expressions, make it more customized for my needs, rather than this one, which was really more for like anime-style character models. So it's like, it's not really ideal for what I'm... Oh, Jesus Christ, hang on a second, that's not fair! Okay. I didn't realize that it came out of the hole. I mean, I don't know where I figured it came from, but I assumed it would just spawn behind me at some point, not appear in front of me. The hell? Actually, here's what I'm gonna promise you for nightmare mode. If I die, I'm giving up hope. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? Oh, I lived! How did I live? What? That was survivable? Oh, that thing really is faster. Oh, this was a bad route. Route is probably not much better. I don't know what I'm... Well, I'll win these. Yeah, I didn't beat it first try. Alright. I'm curious about something. Can I get this... Can I get it to come out after me? I don't think I can because I don't even know how I'd return from the hole. Oh, it's coming. Well, come on, grab onto something. Somehow this is much more harrowing when I'm trying to leave. Oh, God! Oh. You've wedged your... Man, he's loud. I'm kind of curious what this thing looks like. Oh, God. Oh, God! Wow, that is horrifying. Oh, it's got human hands. Wow, I hate that. You know what? I'm going home. I see no reason to continue being here. I'm leaving. My little tent was nice. Look, I don't know who this crazy bitch you're going into a hole for is, but it's not worth it. Totally not. You can do better. Hmm. Run away! I feel like there's gotta be secrets up here, right? They wouldn't make me able to escape if there weren't secrets. Not exactly sure what I'm looking at over there. I think the skybox is ending. I think my friend is coming. I wonder how he works. Like, what the pathfinding is to get the centipede working. Like, the actual movement of it is pretty easy, because it's just each body segment follows the head. Oh. So does it just follow the shortest distance to me? It seems to struggle sometimes. What if I... No, not like that. Yeet! Nerd! Ha! Stuck now, aren't you? Oh. Oh, hi! You came up there fast. Okay, then. I think that's probably all I can really get out of this game, because like I said, I'm not... What? Oh, okay. Because I'm not really sure that I'm not going to try to beat it on Nightmare mode. That's just... I'm not one for that. Can I grapple onto him? Oh, whoops. Hang on. Anyways, I'm going to bed. Okay, what do I do now? I could do some modeling. I'm not exactly sure what I'd do, because the only thing I'm kind of in the middle of modeling right now is my new avatar, which I don't really want to show yet, because it's also, like, very early on in the process. I'm not sure if anyone who is watching has any suggestions. You know what, let me just bring up Blender for a second, see if there is anything I'm working on that would be entertaining to watch. What could I play? And I swear, if it's the root trees again, I'm gonna throw myself off a cliff. Also, if it's that, killer frequency or whatever it was, I would consider playing that. The only problem is it costs $32, and, without going too in-depth into my personal life, I have spent a lot of money this month. A lot of money. An uncomfortable amount of money. Like, and I'm not done. I've got to pay more money. Could play Atlas. Atlas, what is that? Oh, that's a okay, I see what you mean. But like I said, the problem with that is it's not a game I have at the moment, and I've spent so much money this week. Not this week, this month. this week I have spent a lot of money, and this month I have spent a lot of money. It's a bad week for me. So I'm not really too keen on continuing that with like it's you know what, yeah, we're gonna do some toaster work. You could just play a PS2 game or something on an emulator. That is an option. However, a lot of the time I don't really want to do that unless I can be certain it's gonna work. No, I've completely forgotten about the coffee thing. I do need to do that and figure out where my money is going. Because I am not doing... Like, I don't want to know how much money I've spent. But there's a piece of furniture that I need to buy. And it's probably going to go on sale at the end of the month. There's actually two pieces of furniture, and both of which are expensive. Anyways, we are going to go over to the toast bot. And just let me quit the other game. I might play something else, but for the moment we're going to do a little modeling break. So yeah, this is a little model I was making for Toasty, sort of an avatar to have down in like the bottom extra player things whenever we do stuff together. It is terrible. The rig is awful, I will say right now, because there are so many, to make it so that it moves correctly, there are so many bones that can only move in a certain axis. So like this one can't move up or along the Y or X axis, only the Z one, so that it stays moving in that direction. Which, it looks great. Don't get me wrong, it's just terrible to work with. And the biggest issue with it being the feet. Because I don't know how I rigged the legs so badly, but they're terrible. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on there. Like, if I just move it sideways, the foot starts to move at an angle. It's not supposed to do that. But more importantly, when he kind of like moves down, these sections pop out where there's like, I want it all to be, you know, stuck with the axes that it should be in. Like, that shouldn't move like that. That should just twist back and forth. This should move sideways, and then when it rotates that way, just this top part should spin. There's a lot of stuff about the rigging that's a bit weird. He's got toast as individual parts, and I do need to retexture him at a higher resolution so that he matches, because he's at the resolution that my avatar is currently at. I'm going to double the resolution. Do you know how rigging works? Rigging is pretty easy. It's the IK rigging that you have to set up in a very specific way or it does wonky crap. Like the way all of this works is, let me just position it. Bone constraints? Yeah, I've just got limit rotations on everything so that it doesn't allow it to move in certain axes. And it's pretty functional. It's just, again, there's so many bones to move for You know, I've never tried animating with him. Let me just try something. Okay, so all things. I just want to see how how it moves when I, like, take his arm and go in a direction. I need some music. Hang on. Oh, wait. Hang on. I could do the Wii music again. One moment. There we go. We can slowly descend into madness together. I understand how it works, but replicating it, not so much. I'll have to sit through it. I'll maybe have to do a tutorial. Like I said, it's really not that hard. It's just kind of figuring out the process. Yeah, like, it's a good thing that I don't think I'm gonna need to animate with this guy very often. Why are you not turning as you should? What are you doing? Turn. Turn! There we go. Because it's gonna be a nightmare just moving all these, but why are you like this? What have you done? Toasty, why are you like this as a person? Even your machine form haunts me. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, wow. Huh. That moved way better than I was expecting. That was way... See, usually you have the problem of the Euler filter, which is when it only allows it to move in a certain rotation order, which I think is what was happening with that arm there. But it actually moved correctly. That is shocking. I don't think, as much as, you know, I need to get this guy done, I don't really want to model him tonight, or work with him tonight, because basically where I'm at is these. So what these are is, these are, sharp edges. So essentially the way they work, let me just make something here real quick. Okay. Oh, no. What are you not understanding about extrude? There we go. Okay, so this is what the sharp edges do. Like, this is just flat shaded, so it looks, you can see every single face. You smooth shade it, and it does that, which is like, okay, that's kind of alright, but I want the top to be flat. So I can individually make that flat shaded, does that, but then edges are still like that. It's like, okay, well, I can't make these flat shaded because then I can see all the edges again. So what you want to do is smooth shade everything, turn on auto smooth, and then select the edges and mark as sharp. You don't need to do the inner ones there, that's excessive. Because now that you do that, everything is smooth shaded, and if you, crank this down too much, then it pops up again. But you go high enough, usually 91 is good because that will just encompass most things. And then like that, you have multiple different smooth faces that have sharp edges, they don't curve into each other at all, and it just looks nice and pretty. Now the problem with that is I didn't find out that that was a thing until a couple months ago. Maybe December? It was shortly before the beginning of this year, I think. So essentially what I've had to do is come back in to each little edge on him and manually add those so that you don't get weird crap like this. Like, you see how it kind of has a shadow on that side? That's because it is not registering that as a sharp edge. It's just kind of blending into the side so that when I do this and make it sharp, it changes so that now it's just a perfectly smooth straight line all the way across, but it's shaded smooth in that direction. So essentially, that's why I don't really want to work on this guy tonight. It's because that's essentially all of the work that he needs. I just need to be doing this forever until I've got all of his edges smooth and proper so that he looks good. Like, you can instantly see the... Well, maybe not too well in this lighting. That's a bit better. Like, you can instantly see the difference between the two there. And why I need to do that for just making things look good. But that is extremely boring and not a fun thing to watch me do. I would assume. Unless I can get a general consensus that that is actually interesting, in which case, what is wrong with you people? I have no idea. I think that's something I should be doing in my spare time rather than here. The problem is I can't redo anyone else's avatar yet. Like, Toasty is a unique case here because he's a toaster. Whereas I'm assuming the other people who I might have as guests aren't gonna be toasters. That would be a little weird if everyone was a toaster. Yes, I'm aware of your bug-eating habits. It haunts my dreams. So... But yeah, I can't really make other people's avatars yet, because if they're humanoid, I need to finish my own avatar first, because that's kind of the most important since I'll always be here. And I don't exactly know how I'm going to be modeling him. And I want, to use him as a template for other things. I do know what I could do. It's gonna be unhinged, but it might... Well, not that unhinged. It's not that weird. Toasty's I say sometimes. He was in the Buckshot Roulette stream we did ages ago now. We really need to play that again. I still want to do my idea. It's an absolutely atrocious idea. I want to do buckshot roulette multiplayer, but every time you get shot, you take a shot. It doesn't matter if you shoot yourself or someone else shoots you, you get shot, you take a shot, and it would just... Okay, the thing is that wouldn't be a live stream, though, because I am not getting drunk on a live stream because I don't know what I'm gonna be like. I've never been drunk before. And I don't want to risk saying something that's gonna get my channel banned. Like, I need to edit that footage. Because, like I said, even though I don't know what I'm like when I'm drunk, based on what I'm like when I'm extremely tired, I'm gonna be probably a happy drunk, a very giggly drunk, and for reasons that I can't be certain of, I'm almost certain a racist drunk. I am almost 100% sure I'm gonna say something really racist, just out of the blue. And I do not want that to happen on a live stream. I don't even know what I'd be drinking. Because the thing is, you probably wouldn't want it to be anything too hard. Because... I think the standard buckshot roulette round is, you have 3 health. I'm pretty sure that's what you have 3 health each, and there are 3 rounds. So that means a loser is guaranteed to take at least 9 shots. So... that would not be... I don't know if 9 shots is a lot, but it sounds like a concerning amount.
Hey, pro painters. With
Why? No, shut up. Excuse me a moment. I need to open... I need to open the music in a website that has ad blocker. One moment. There we go. How many shots? Vodka is too much. Let's see. 4 to 5, or 5 to 8. Okay, so it would have to be something fairly light. How much is a shot? Yeah. So... 44 milliliters. So that means 9 shots. So you're basically, if you lose, and we're just doing a standard round of like 3 rounds of 3 lives, without any healing items, that is a guaranteed 400 milliliters of alcohol for anyone who loses. think that would depend on who... I almost feel like we'd have to play it off, like, just on our own without the drinking a few times, just to get kind of a feel for it of like, okay, we know what the minimum amount of damage you're gonna take is. Or... yeah, you know what, let's go with damage. That's fitting. We know what the minimum amount of damage you're gonna take is. What we don't know is kind of the average, so we'd have to, like... just kind of count how many shots each of us take throughout a game to determine that. And it's like, okay, so the minimum is 9, but on average, it's more likely gonna be like 15 or something, just as a random number. So I know I've had beer before, and I think... what was that other thing? I don't know if it was a cooler or something like that. Something with vodka in it. I had a can of that, and it was probably just a normal-sized can, or maybe a slightly bigger one. That did almost nothing. Like, I didn't notice any difference, so... but it was probably mixed with other things. I can basically say for certain that 500 milliliters of beer doesn't do a thing to me. So it would have to be heavier than that. But what exactly, I could not say. Because I don't know much about alcohol. Toasty would probably be the best. Actually, what? Let me just look that up. It would also have to be alcohol that isn't too expensive. Because I'm not doing this random stupid idea and that's like, oh, you were gonna have to buy, like... I honestly don't even know. I'm not sure how much alcohol costs. But I live in Canada, so chances are too much. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. It's not a good idea, but I think it's a funny idea. It's just the problem. And also, Toasty, this idea is entirely your fault. Because the last time we played Buckshot Roulette, you were just getting drunk the whole time. So I just kind of took inspiration from that of like, what if that was the point? What if we made that the game, is it's just suffering. Man, some of these are horrible. Why did I not go all the way there? I do not know why I did half the things I did with this model. It's a nightmare. What are you? Oh, you're the camera. Yes, I'm aware of that, Toasty. What about Sherry? Sherry's good. Okay, how much is it? How much? Is too much. Okay, it's 15 to 22% alcohol, apparently. Which is equivalent to about 1.5 ounce shot of hard liquor. Okay, that's... oh wait, no, that's actually good. So 3 ounces of sherry is about 1.5 ounce of hard liquor. I've already forgotten how much. Okay, that's 80... I don't know, this is like an idea that I'd really have to math out to figure what the plan is. Beer to me makes you super drowsy and lethargic. Yeah, that's boring. whereas different types of spirits have different effects. Hmm. Rum makes me happy, whiskey makes me angry, vodka makes me dance. Okay, so the vodka one is obviously the best option here, just because that sounds amusing. Beer is pretty bad. There's only... Weirdly enough, I like dark beers. I've had Guinness once, and it was an intriguing experience. I should do something that I can actually do here, rather than just spinning. I mean, okay, well, see, that's the thing, is bring your drink of choice would be good. However, it's also a requirement to make sure that it's like, okay, what are you... We need to know what you're bringing to make sure that we don't, like, give you alcohol poisoning in this experience. Like, you kind of want to avoid killing someone. Which, depending on the circumstances, might be easier said than done. Okay, yeah, I know you're a Brit, but look... like I said, it's that thing of you need to get a good balance between this will make people more... It'll get funnier the longer it goes on, but also won't kill everyone by the end of it. I don't know, it almost feels like I'd need to try getting drunk once just on my own to see what happens. Also, I don't know if I'm tolerant or not. I might be having... well, no, I don't think I have a low alcohol tolerance. But I don't know if I have a high one either. I remember what I was gonna do. Okay. Okay, I'm not exactly sure if that's a good thing or not, Toasty. Eat before you drink anything. Yes, that I am aware of. That reminds me of a complete tangent here. I bought a jar of pickled cucumbers and tomatoes. And it's kind of been calling to me for ages now. I only bought it like 2 days ago, but still, it's like... and I don't know why. It was just, I was thinking about it at work one day because I saw it but didn't actually buy it. And I was just thinking about it, it's like, I don't know what that would taste like. But I'm almost getting, because I think it's Latvian, is where it came from. Eat with tempura. That is a weird combination. What was I saying? I kind of get the impression that it's gonna taste like... almost have a Slavic salsa taste. And that's the only way I can think to describe what I'm imagining. I could make food. Hang on. I could make food models. Actually, a food model would be a good thing to start with here. Because I want to try some new, texturing methods, and maybe food would be a good place to start. Okay, I think I know where I'm going. I just need to get some dimensions here. What in God's name is that symbol? Is that diameter? Perhaps? That is not a good... Okay, but 84 millimeters. So, 84 millimeters. 3 inches. Man, that is not helpful, because that is extremely small. 4 inches by this measurement, using these as a foot, is, did I say 4? I meant 3. That would be 4 or 3 inches. That is not a lot to work with. What in God's name are you talking about? Why is that coming up? What in God's name is... Who? What? Why? Who made that? Who made that model? I mean, it's good. It's a good model. It's... based on the way it looks, I'm going to assume that's... I mean, obviously it is. It's like a real texture that they used. It almost looks like photogrammetry. Like, the angles of the light is exactly correct to the positioning of the olives. And I don't know how to feel about that. There's a lot of food in that game that looks way too good. And it frightens me. Screw it, we're just gonna do some random... I know what I'm... wanted to... Maybe I did? I don't know. I'm kind of lost on this stream. I haven't found another game that I want to play. Like another series. So I'm just kind of lost in figuring that out. And like I said, I don't want to play something that I have to buy because shit's expensive. It's really not expensive, but I'm poor. As much as I would love to get shit-faced with you two, I have to decline due to certain circumstances. That is perfectly fine and understandable. If you have to be off, then by all means, find a more productive use of your time than whatever the hell is happening here. Because it's nothing good. This is high quality brain rot at the moment. No, it's not. By being 17. Are you actually 17? Are you even allowed to drink? You're allowed to drink. Well, I guess it is New Zealand, right? That seems very, very, very irresponsible, but also, again, it's like, it's Australia, New Zealand, it's the Anglosphere, it's kind of like, yeah, we just let you drink whenever you want, it's part of their culture, right? I say that as if I'm not in the Anglosphere, but we're in the cringe part of it. The Canadian part. Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know when I'm doing anything. Literally anything. I'm making everything up as I go. I don't have a timeline. I don't have a schedule. Things happen when they happen, and sometimes that is completely against my will. Why is this uneven? Cease. That is... Actually, you know what? That's kind of the right size, almost. Other than Core Keeper, Don't Starve, and Hotline Miami out of... I do have Don't Starve. It's just kind of... And we played that on stream at one point. I think it was just sort of that same problem of, like, it kind of... There is a problem with certain games, which is that they don't really have an end. So it's like, well, what am I doing here? Like, what is the end goal? That's kind of my biggest issue with, that game that you keep harassing, Vintage Story. It's like, it takes so long to get to do the plot, and the plot is also completely unimportant to playing the game. Like, you can just play the game without worrying about the plot at all. It's like, we'd need an objective. There'd have to be a point that we're trying to get to, otherwise it can just go on forever, and I don't really want to have a 5,000 episode series. That's fine. Dawn of War? I don't think I could. I'm not really a strategy game person. Okay, actually, this is another good example of that whole... No, wait, actually it's fine, because that's more than a 90-degree angle. Never mind. Ignore me. Is the music driving anyone slowly mad yet? Or quickly mad? Oh, good God, what is happening down there? Not yet, but soon. Good to know. That means the music stays. against all of our wills. I was add to it. It's basically white noise to me. Okay. That's right. Okay. Lego Lord of the Rings. Okay, that is certainly a suggestion. Why... Out of all the Lego games, why specifically Lord of the Rings, if I may ask? I don't like that. No. I don't like that at all. Also, why is that off-center? Who allowed you to be this way? Nope, that's... there. Yeah, no, I still don't like that. It's too wide. Oh, why are you? You're higher than I expected. I do notice that I am inadvertently doing certain actions in time with the music, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. This is the best besides LEGO Star Wars 3. Which one was 3? Hang on. I can't say for certain which one is the correct one until I see the lobby. It had a real-time strategy game mode since when? Hang on. I'm getting conflicting things on which one the hub was. Which one had the right hub? Whichever one had it in Dexter's Diner, that was the best one. And I can't give you any reason as to why other than because of that specific hub. It was very appealing to me. That was just the first one. Okay. I think overall, the prequels were the best ones in the LEGO Star Wars games. I just feel that to be true. I don't know if that's objective or not, but what I can assure you of is that it was revealed to me in a dream as correct, so therefore it is. Oop. That's alright. Okay. Ball. Ball? Do I make it a lid? You know another game that I have been considering, whenever we're done with Mine Local, it's this game called, Lens Island, I believe. It's very fun. It's kind of... It seems like a rather small game overall. Like, in a couple weeks, I was getting towards endgame, I think. But it's kind of just a lovely little pleasant game. It's not a very in-depth or deep one. The crafting is very minimal. The building isn't, like, super in-depth or anything. But it's a very just appealing game. I don't know, I was kind of thinking about maybe doing that on stream at some point. Let's see. Okay, so there's one thing that I need to learn how to do. My brother sent me this video that I haven't yet watched. It was essentially how to make things with different versions of themselves attached to just a switch. Because, like, for my avatar here, the way the eyes work is that I've actually got a shape key, which is like a sort of a blend between two positions, like you can slide it along two different variations. The way I use it, which is not the way it's intended, is I've just got a hard, 1-2. It's an on or off on a slider, so I just have to have it, switch between the two fully. Which isn't great, but it works. Whereas this thing is like you've got a little button that you can click, and it changes the position, or like the version of what you've got available to you. And it's kind of what I want to do for my new model, because then it's like I can just switch eyes on and off, or just have one button that switches between all of the different eyes, and it's just like, eye number 0 to 15, or however many I have, rather than a dozen different sliders. But also the thing that has potential for is it actually changes the, what version of the model you've got. So what I was kind of thinking with it is in cases like this, where I've got a little bowl. That's not right. Where I've got like this little bowl I'm making. I want it to have a version of it with soup, and another version with rice, I guess. Because it's just supposed to be like a little, little side dish. So it would be nice to have it that instead of just like having 3 or 4 different versions of the same thing, I can just turn on one or the other, and it will either be empty, rice, or soup. The thing is, I haven't watched that tutorial yet, and I'm not going to do that on stream. But essentially, when I can figure out how to do that, it opens up so much potential for me. Because not only is that going to be good for my character's eyes, but I've wanted to make something that was kind of in a different style to my normal stuff. Like, I'd want it to be higher resolution textures with a linear Hang on. What is it called? It doesn't tell me what it's called. Texture interpolation, linear. Because what I've got on my character right now is a closest one, which makes it, you know, all of the pixels super sharp, so that, you know, you get good pixel art. But what I was kind of wanting was the linear one, which kind of interpolates between them to give you a smooth gradient, in a way, which is good for higher resolution textures because you don't have sharp edges on everything. But also, that's kind of how they did it for older games. And I kind of want to get, like, almost a PlayStation, whatever version. Not, maybe PlayStation 1 or 2, I don't know. I never had a PlayStation, so I can't say for certain which version of it I'm trying to emulate in terms of style. But I want to do that so that I could have characters that actually have mouths, and I just have, like, you know, 20 different mouth shapes that I can switch between and have, like, them talking just by switching a texture rather than actually changing the positioning of bones and stuff, which is not really the most fun way of doing it. Yeah, alright. Well, thanks for dropping by, Toasty. I appreciate you being here to harass me as always. Hopefully you aren't drunk in the morning. God, is Wylands that old? Toasty just told me about it today, and I don't think I'd ever heard of it before. I didn't realize it was that old. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Good night, Toasty. See you, or talk to you tomorrow, or whenever. God, I have to go to work tomorrow, and I really don't want to. I can't remember if I said earlier what I'm doing, but it's like, I'm gonna be dealing with... That seems a bit much. I think I'm gonna be moving oil. Like, motor oil and the like. And it's probably gonna be all day and then the next day. Because there's like 4 pallets of it that we have to get through. And that sounds like something that is gonna drive me insane. It's also a bit problematic because the guy I'm going to be working with, well, he is fine, and he's like probably one of the best workers there, I would say. He's got the problem of being an extrovert while I'm an introvert. So essentially, it sometimes comes down to, or like my feelings are something like, basically... Kind of trying to figure out in my head, it's like, alright, what is the correct way, what is the polite way of saying, fuck off, you are spiritually draining me, like a vampire, and it is like, being near you is slowly killing me. Because that is an actual problem, I feel. It's like... Like, you're cool, man, but, like, if I could just not be around you for, like, there's been a few times where I've had to, like, run away, almost, and just bail, because, like I said, it's just, like, I'm either gonna kill you or myself or both of us if I'm near you for any longer, and that's... Like, I cannot deal with people long-term. It's cool sometimes because there's other people there who just don't really talk. So it's like, okay, I can be around you as long as I could possibly ever need. I'm perfectly fine dealing with that. But the other thing, that's a bit of a, like I said, I'm gonna lose my absolute mind if I don't be rid of your existence for just a moment. I mean, he is very kind of outright with things, so you know what, honestly, that might just work, just to tell him that if, like, I can only be around people as active as you for so long before it starts to kill me spiritually. I might just try that tomorrow as an opportunity to, because I will have to do that. It will be either kill him or tell him to fuck off for a little bit. Or fuck off myself. What am I looking at? Completely forgotten. Soup. What is that type of soup? Oh my god, what is that type of soup? I've got a tube of the liquid in there right now. Oh god, I want to say mochi, but I know it's not mochi, it's the other one. The other rice derivative. Oh, what is that? The one with the tofu blocks and the green onion and basically nothing else, and it kind of looks like there's sediment in the bottom of it. What? Oh my god, why am my brain is gone. What is that soup? Miso, that's it. Thank you, Toasty. He's texting me in Discord. And also, yes, you too, saying thank you. I need to make a spoon. Right. That's a good-looking soup. Because this is essentially what I want to do here with this particular thing is... Actually, wait. That's a good-looking bowl of soup, so I'm gonna steal that. And then I need rice. I just need a quantity that is enough that it looks like it would fill a bowl, and that I can shrink down to a good little resolution. Oh my god, stop giving me pop-ups. I will end your entire existence. Okay, so the real problem, though, is how high of a resolution should a thing be? Because in, I don't, like, I'm not actually doing an authentic PlayStation 1 or 2 or anything like that. I'm just trying to get the general feel of, like, that old style of game. 512 squared is usually a pretty good size, but that's something I feel like would be used for an entire character model, not for a singular bowl of soup. Should probably also cut out the actual bowl so I just have... You don't need to see what I'm doing right now, it's fine. Okay, that is not what I wanted. Hang on. Okay. Okay, that was jarring. Perfect. Now, you know what, let's just do something here to experiment visually. Let's go with something around there. And there. Hang on, I'll be back in a moment. I'm just kind of doing dumb crap. Oh, shit. No, fuck. Okay, hang on. Just ignore me. I know what I'm doing, kind of, eventually. And then this as a PNG. No, a JPEG. I don't know why, but I feel like it should be a JPEG, because that will make its resolution worse and compress it. I'm just gonna... What am I doing? Pause there. Just gonna do that while I open files, just in case. I don't want you seeing all of my folders. That's not the right place. Okay, there we go. So now it looks like crap. And we're just going to... Yep. Let's just unwrap. Let's do smart unwrap. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so everything there, everything inside needs to be red. I would need better textures in this because these are kind of crappy. But at the moment, put it about there. And then we can put it in. And with the exception of, you know what, this needs to be higher. There. Now we've got a soup that needs to be less that, or rough, somewhere around that-ish, maybe. Here's the thing, I could try doing... Let's see what bump does. Makes it extremely grainy. We can turn that down, and it looks horrific. It looks like congealed fat. I would actually need to do a normal map on that to make it look good. That actually isn't... It's terrible. Could be worse. That's actually not bad. It's not great. Looks horrific. Never mind, I was wrong. But I feel like it needs a little Well, maybe not, because that's not really... They didn't really have that technology at the time, I'm pretty sure. But either way... It is... Also, I feel like that's too high resolution. Because what I am going to do is have it, you know, better, not just this horrific abomination of a texture. I'd want to have the soup and the rice in it as well, and then maybe a better, like... You know what? Hang on, let me try something as well. What if I posterize it? Let's see. 8 looks like way too few. 12 isn't bad. 15. Okay, there we go, that's something. So, apparently, they index their textures to 15 steps. Which means reduce the number of colors in it by that. So, if I just do this, it's still, you can see that it's got a it's not a solid gradient anymore. Sorry, what was that? I'm about to say something very bold and self-centered, so watch this space. Okay. Please tell me it's that the music is driving you insane, so that I can turn it off. I actually really like that. What if I don't think I want closest? Actually, closest doesn't look bad. Way too blurry. Is it possible that I could play with you on stream or something? Or are you... they're not... Okay, well, here's the first thing about that that's the major problem. And I think this is a perfectly fair issue to have. Hang on, I just need to check something. That being, you said above that you are 17. And I can tell you, definitively, based on a number of experiences that have happened to a number of YouTubers in the past, absolutely no way in hell am I streaming or having a Discord server or doing a video or anything or having any sort of private communication with someone who is underage. That is just a bad idea. Like, that is a hazard that I do not need in my life. So, currently, the answer to that is, probably no. But in the future, I could say possibly. Yeah, like, it's just that thing of, it's like, I'm not necessarily saying that anyone I'm talking to would make any sort of accusations, but also there is no way, you just don't take that risk. You just avoid that at all costs, because, my god. I think there is a number of YouTubers that have just been, like, slammed with allegations on stuff that's like, there's literally no proof of this. The only thing was they made the poor decision of having a private interaction with someone who is underage, so it's like, yeah, just don't do that. In the future, though, I didn't know that was a thing Pyrocynical did. I've never watched any of his videos, but I'm not surprised. Okay, that sounds like a weird thing to say. He seems like the type of YouTuber who would be more likely to be involved in that kind of situation. Not even saying that anything about him personally, because I don't know anything about him. But it's just sort of like my vague awareness of the type of content he makes. It seems like that's the type of person who's more likely to get into trouble. But yeah, as for like actual, I don't know what you said, like August something, sometime, maybe. I can't necessarily guarantee anything, but I also can't rule anything out. Because, well, I will say, there is literally nothing in the world that I am worse at than networking. Like, I cannot do it for the life of me. Like, I am hesitant to even share my content with people who, even if I think they might enjoy it or, you know, want to get viewers, it's like, trying to get collaborations basically impossible unless they come to me, because I am just kind of not into the idea of... It feels like I'm harassing them, even if I'm not, even if it's a totally normal just, hey, I heard that you were open to doing X or whatever, would you like to do it? I would still feel like I was imposing on them. So yeah, like I said, I wouldn't necessarily be against anything. Just obviously not right now for previously stated reasons. I'm struggling to think of this bowl. Excuse me. Like, okay, thinking again. I do like the color thing I did there. Like, reducing the number of levels. I still feel like it's too high resolution, though. You're not going to see this render, but that's okay. I'm just having a brief look. Nope, that's wrong. That. Okay, it doesn't... That actually doesn't look bad. I feel like I'd need to do the rice before I can be certain of the resolution. The real issue is going to be when I do get to character design. Because bowls are one thing, and getting textures... Like, I had to do this, something sort of like this for college, where I was just getting textures off the internet for things, and it was horrific, because God help you if you ever want to find something without a obnoxious shine on it and try to use it as a model. It's not going to happen ever. Like, anything shiny or metallic you're screwed. Uniforms or clothes, that might be a bit easier to deal with. But still not necessarily. I think what I need to try to do is almost get a combination of real-world references and also hand draw them. Because the thing with that is the posterization and reducing the number of levels will kind of hide that, that kind of gap between the real stuff and the hand-drawn stuff, since it will naturally reduce its quality. That might work. I'm trying to think of what other foods to make now. Oh, what is the size of bread? Five by 5. It's also that problem. Without a character model, everything you do feels way too small. Okay, that is not at all what I wanted to happen. What? Okay, we're just killing that and starting over. I don't know what that was. That is not merging by distance, I'll have you know. There we go. So, 5 inches, 4 pixels is 3. So that would be... So 5 would be... Hang on. Okay, so that would be 6 inches. This is a horrible way that I've done things. Saint, if you ever feel like getting into 3D modeling, don't do what I've done. I am stuck in this thing of wanting to have it pixel perfect to get it consistent in size and shape. Don't do this. This is terrible, and it will cause you grief throughout your entire modeling career. Just don't do it, but it's too late for me. Also, if you do decide to do this, don't make a grid space equal to 1 foot, but then divide it by something that isn't a multiple of 12. That will also cause you endless grief. But again, it's too late for me. So... that would be 6 inches. Half of 3 is 1.5, so... that would be 4.5, so that would probably be about close enough. God, the way I do stuff is terrible, but again, it's just too late to fix my mistakes. What if... okay, hang on. no, I hate it. I can, however, do some of this. And then if I smooth this edge, it's a little wonky, but I think with the texture on it, it would look fine for a sandwich. So obviously the edges of the crust aren't going to be perfectly square. I need to turn off this music. I'm going to lose my mind. What time is it? Oh god, I still have half an hour of this. God. Okay, what's another thing I could do? I have absolutely no idea. Unless I do the almost more unhinged music. I think this one was... Okay, that has ads. Shut up. I hate your existence. Let's loop that. Oh. Fine. We'll give it another shot. However, we're having psychedelic music. Okay, I apparently lived. The dithering on the shadows hurts my eyes. I don't know where I am. I feel like I'm in a place that I've never been before, but also I've probably been here a dozen times and just don't recognize it. I remember the giant root, but I don't actually think I was anywhere near it before. Okay. Oh god, okay. Go off the edge, thank you. No sign of our buddy. That's always good. Or it's not, because it means he's not actually far away, but shockingly close. Oh god, okay. Hang on. Okay. Slight bit of skeletal trauma. Nothing major though, nothing my fragile frame can't handle. Okay, that was something that I maybe shouldn't have handled. This is bad. Okay. Ah, crap. Oh god, I'm alive. I don't know how to get in here. I don't think I can. It's not my problem. It will be in a short, concerningly short amount of time, but for now it's not my problem. No. Can't help but feel like I'm going a very bad way. I can't help but feel like it's upon me. It's upon me. That is an interesting thing, though, is apparently because, hang on, I need to switch tabs. If you want a nice song, try... Hang on. I set... I've never heard of this song before. I don't know what that is, but I also don't want to risk that being copyright claimed and screwing me over. I'm just gonna keep with my insane music. The kind that makes you feel like you're slowly unraveling as a person. Oh god, I hate this place. Oh god, oh god! Ah! No! No, no, no! Did I say that I hate that place? Because I hate that place. Ow. Okay. That irritates me. I was doing shockingly well there for a second. Okay, hang on. Okay, is it the slowed reverb one that's like on a pond or something? Let's try this. Shut up, ad. Your existence is a pox on mine. Okay, that's apparently not the right one anyways. Ah, there it is. Let me see, but there you go. Oh god, oh god. It's fine, it's a sloped surface, I'm okay. This is almost too relaxing. There's barely music. I will say, that is the thing about this game that's kind of cool, is that it's like you can go down so many different paths, and they all seem completely different. Like, okay, it's always going down. It's like, oh, I've never seen this place before. This is the first place I was in when I originally played this. I wonder how many safe paths there are. Because there were definitely some that I encountered where it's like, oh god, there's like no way this is passable. Whoa. Okay. Ow. This feels like a dumb way that I'm going. This is a dumb way that I'm going. But also, he is upon me. This is not a way. Oh. I see. Oh! Momentum, take me! I lived. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay then. I wonder where the centipede starts. Because it seems like... I don't know if this is just the case on hardcore here. Or on Nightmare, rather. That it's immediately present. And, you know... Because I don't think that would be the case for the original one, where... Or, like, you know, the standard difficulty. Ow, what? That shouldn't have killed me. Shouldn't have done that much damage anyways. Where it just, like, even if you don't even enter the place, it's still coming after you. I'm not sure if that would be the case in the original. Well... At least it's less of a mega structure this time. I'm tired of... I mean, it still kind of is. It's less of a mega structure. No, it's a mega structure. Never mind. Why am I always climbing in mega structures? Why can't I ever just climb a nice mountain? It's always something kind of, like, archaic or brutalist or just an overall nightmare. As exemplified by nightmare difficulty. Oh, he is quite close. Whoa. Ah, wow, that was somehow survivable, huh? Not sure I... Huh. Okay.
If you hate aggressive...
Why is there ads? Hang on a second. Let me see if I can... I need something more hype.
In the first age, in the first battle.
Oh god, what have you got? You know, I'm gonna die definitely before you come back with something, so I'm just gonna go with Doom for the moment. Okay. Whims of Fate. Extended. Okay, let's see what this is. Alright, why not? The singing is gonna get on my nerves. Can't. Nope. Nope, we're doing Doom. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay, hang on a second. Well, we seem to be in a predicament. Okay then, death does not approach me yet. I don't know how I survived that. But I do not have the health to do that a second time. Here I go doing it a second time. Oh god. Perfect timing. I feel like I'm hearing centipede sounds behind me. I choose not to look, though. Okay, this is getting me. I'm doing it. We're winning these. Oh god, no. Oh god, no. It's fine. The problem with the music being too hype is it makes me act irrationally. One more try. It's fine. I'm going this way. Oh, I thought, for a second there I was falling way further than I thought. It's like, oh, did that not catch on anything? Uh-oh. I like that it doesn't need to catch on something directly, like you can loop it over things. That is a cool feature. This was a mistake. No, it wasn't. I think I'm figuring out the strats in a place that has nowhere to go. This is bad. This is fine. Hang on. Come on. This was a bad choice. Ah, it's fine. I didn't need those bones anyways. I just saw it. But that's fine, because we're doing what's called a pro gamer move. That was not a pro gamer move! Catch! Catch, damn you! Catch! Catch! I lived! That was a pro gamer move. Oh! We win these. We win these. That's fine. Wait, oh god! I win, right? Yes! 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 Pro gamer moves! It was all pro gamer moves. It was all part of the plan. Oh my god. I don't know how I managed that. Praise me. I breathe in the ancient ruins, ashes. It coats my throat and lungs. I get a crazy buzz off of it. My eyes have never been more open. I am awake. I am conscious, and I will fight every one of these mummies if they dare approach me. The illusions were nothing compared to my power, my might, my gamer moves. Oh, I'm getting dizzy from doing that. I'm gonna stop now. Jesus. What an amazing last run. That was amazing. I cannot believe that worked. I blew it so many times there. Like, my death was so assured. Unfortunately, yes, I think Ultra Nightmare is unlocked. Yeah, well, you're wrong. I think Ultra Nightmare is actually a thing now. Or I think it's Kiln Mode, which I don't know what that is. Okay, I need to know what it is at least. Bonus map. Oh my god. The stream is over. Let me just see what it looks like. The first kiln, a place of trials and despair. There are no answers here, only death. Oh! Huh. Watch me one-shot this. Dodge, 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 dodge! Never mind. Alright. That's gonna be it for tonight. Were these always there? I don't remember now. Anyways, that was Idols of Ash. I'm shocked that I made it to the bottom of Nightmare. I'm shocked that I made it to the bottom on Nightmare in the way that I did, because that should not have worked. That was expressly terrible, and yet, somehow, through sheer gamer instincts, I won. Can't beat that. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end this here because I am contemplating cleaning. I said I was gonna clean today, and I kind of need to, and I really should, but it's also 10 o'clock at night, and I need to get up at like 8:30 tomorrow. No, 8 o'clock. 8:30? 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, yes. For work. God, I hope that's right. So I shouldn't be staying up that late, but also cleaning would make me feel good. So I'll determine that later. No idea what's going to be happening next. It might be Mind Mogul again, or it might not be. Sometimes like it depends. I kind of hope it is, because I still don't know what I'm going to be playing. But that is a problem for later. So, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Saint, for sticking around and keeping the chat alive. Thank you to anyone else who showed up, though I don't know if anyone's here. If there is anyone, please subscribe. I'm actually very close to... I just need 2 more subscribers, and then I'm at 400. Just so close. But yeah, thanks for dropping by, and I will see everyone on the next one, whatever it may be. So press all the buttons and follow me in all the places. Hope to see you next time. I will not make a 10-hour documentary. I don't even know what I'd be making it about. That might be up. I don't know. I have been getting views and subscribers. I think it's that I'm doing one-offs again. It's like as soon as I started doing single episode series, like it hasn't gotten a ton of views, the one that I did, but since then I've been getting subscribers again, so I think that's good. But anyways, yeah, that's a problem for another time. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. But until then, good night. Bye.